do something with it. Right, so we move along. Anyway, from
All
one
right.
dick to the next. Do you want to talk about Nick
Fuentes. Yeah.
Fuentes?
Yeah, I wasn't really sure how to skin this cat, honestly. I
Yeah,
kind
well,
of
he came to. Well, we're going to talk about Nick and Kanye as well. So probably
yes.
if you play my clip first, which is it's Nick Fuentes. I don't know if people can remember, if they were aware, when Kanye West was running for president of the United States of America, of all things, and his handler for some reason was Nick Fuentes, who I wasn't particularly aware of. I think I may have only heard of him in connection originally with his association with Kanye West. But Kanye or Nick seemed to be bringing Kanye around the circuit, Alex Jones, and on this podcast and that podcast, and was traveling on Kanye's private jet. Why? I still don't fucking know. But Nick, either he's a just opportunistic cunt and knew Kanye had money, and essentially he was blacklisted everywhere, and so he thought, right, I'll hitch my wagon to this guy and see what transpires from it. But he was saying, we don't want Trump. Kanye is the president that we actually need. And then Kanye went off on a fucking mad one, like Heil Hitler songs, got a new partner, essentially leads her around everywhere. She's almost 100% naked, lost his kids and just a complete shit show, lost his businesses, essentially debanked, and essentially, blasted out of existence.
This is the Ye that I love. This is my goat. This is the genius that I want to be the supreme leader of America. This is our guy.
Today and just take accountability. I was dealing with
what's going on? Is this an Orthodox priest? I can't even bring myself to say it. Huh?
He doesn't look like a rabbi, does he? I mean, because rabbis, they're not dressed like that. What kind of fucking Judaism is this?
This is some dark shit. This is some serious rabbi. This is like
the highest
Kabbalah or something like that.
Yeah. They only bring him out for the most serious situations. Like I've seen another picture of him where he was like linked arms with that dude sitting next to him because he was so decrepit. Like, let the guy die already. Yeah,
They've drugged Kanye and like he's on his deathbed. Yeah, and like what's with this guy's head as well? It's almost fucking conical, isn't it? Like that's more of a sock.
What do you call that? Acorns?
Yeah. It does. Yeah, it's just missing a little green tip off the top. Like
some various issues dealing with bipolar also. So it would take the ideas I had and have me take them to an extreme where I would forget about the protection of the people around me and myself. So I wanted to come and take accountability. Sometimes people aren't that knowledgeable about the bipolar and the cause or what causes it and the way you act when you have this disease. So it's like if you left the house and you left your kid at the house and your kid went and messed up the kitchen and messed up the garage and messed up the living room. Now when you get back, it's your responsibility because that's your child. And that's the way I look at it. It's like I gotta go clean up the kitchen, I gotta clean up the living room, I gotta clean up the garage.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and it's a big deal for me.
I don't know. This is odd. It's very odd, isn't it?
I mean, like, is the analogy even surviving in the translation? Like, this guy looks fucking confused.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck is like? Because for an analogy to work, you have to know it at the beginning so that you can tell it properly. But he's just kind of free balling there.
Yeah, he's not even looking at him either. Like it's I think he got distracted by Kanye's gold bracelet, so he's kind of he's focusing on that and thinking, well, I wonder if that's 18 or 22 karat gold. But 3 ounces, that's what today's spot price for an ounce of gold is, like $3,000. Convert that into shekels, that's fucking 250,000 shekels right there. Not to mention the fee Kanye's paid, obviously, to come in and talk to this guy.
As a man to come and take accountability for all the things that I've said, and I really just appreciate you embracing me with open arms and allowing me to make amends.
It's a bit of a turn of events, isn't it? From
well, it's not like it's fucking unexpected.
No.
Really, come on, like the guy's a lunatic. He first came to real kind of prominence with the people, who aren't fucking fried by popular culture. Kanye West was big, right? But he got bigger with us weirdos when he went up on the stage and at an award ceremony and stole the microphone off of the person who was given the award and said, "I just want to say the blah, blah, blah." But and that was the beginning of a psychotic break. And then zoom forward years ahead, and he's on the Alex Jones show in a fucking hockey mask, and he takes out a net and a bottle of Yahoo or something.
I've got the perfect answer for the ADL. They are gonna have to listen up. What we did is we brought Netanyahu with us.
I mean, I'm in the twilight zone right now.
Netanyahu, what do you have to say? What do you have to say to Alex Jones right now, Nick Fuentes and Ye?
Net and Yahoo?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Like, it was fucking hilarious. But, like, oh, wait, that was Diddy. Sorry, I'm confusing my my black men.
Negroes.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, they all look alike anyway.
A similar size egos between the two of them, right? And thanks for that, Bridget. Sorry, Jesus, you're not French. Sorry about that. But like, he's always been going back and forth and this and that, and I think this is what attracted Nick Fuentes to him. Not necessarily just opportunistic. He's a part of a generation that takes after my generation of, the alt-right, back in 2016 and, very edgy man, Yeah. And the biggest edgelord yet is Kanye, because he has this big audience, and then suddenly he's talking about these people on screen. And, I think there was a song that he had, and it was just the N-word. Just the N-word.
Well, there was the Hitler song. It wasn't like the Heil Hitler song.
Oh, no, that's the one. Yeah. He's just look, and he's going back and forth, and maybe I'm not, maybe this. And he ran for, he's going to run for president, but then at a pivotal moment, he just backed out. Look.
He met with Trump as well, didn't he, at the Oval Office? And
yeah,
it's mental stuff. Like, but we have to find out who this guy is. He can't be just some standard run-of-the-mill rabbi. He's got to be chief rabbi or something, or doesn't he? And he doesn't even speak English. So what the fuck is going on? That knows. Like, come on, it couldn't be anything else. But
it goes to my theory of, like, this is the highest rabbi he's the king of them all. That's just hidden away in some fucking temple in Israel for like hundreds of years. And that's why he doesn't know English, because, he's only been out like 5 times. And he's kind of blown away. Like, what are these strange contraptions that are being pointed at us? Like, why is there a ball in the middle of the room that's glowing, and there's no smoke coming out of it? It's very confusing.
He's like, who's this Schwarzer? Why won't he let go of my hands?
And this is the beginning and the first steps and the first brick by brick to build back the strong walls.
This fucker's he's medicated the fuck, like he can't seem to string a sentence together. Like it's all broken English, isn't it? It's like, this is the first time to put the bricks back together, brick by brick. The medication's really working now. I'm back on the meds. Everything seems clearer to me, and the life has slowed down somewhat.
Well, yeah, there's two Kanyes, right? There's the Kanye that isn't on his medication, and that's full-blown fucking schizophrenia, random shit. And then there's medicated Kanye, and they're both fucking insane.
I like Schizo Kanye the best, I think.
Say Yandut, Rabbi said the Judaism. The Judaism brought to the world a way for someone when he regret about something that he has done wrong. And the Jews live on this way of if someone did something wrong, he can regret and fix it. And the rabbis are hugging you and hugging everybody. And God willing, and from now on, strong things and good things, and only good. You are a very good man.
Amen. That's the best thing. Very good.
This is fucked.
So I just got to the office. I'm gonna go throw up, actually, and this only happens every few years. When something really bad happens or something. I mean, I'm physically gonna puke probably right now. My mouth is watering right now. Because
Poor Alex. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with fucking Kanye or the world. Do we think this is of his own accord, that it's an actual act of contrition for being mental for the last year and do this, do that, or
it's a part of the mental illness is to not like we're all of us who are a bit off, we do tend to jump from thing to thing, but when you're that deep into your mental illness and acceptance of it, because we need to think about Kanye West. He doesn't have anyone who's in a position to tell him, no, you're being crazy. So he's going to go off in any old wild direction. That's my takeaway anyway. I think he's actually genuinely like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize. The people mentioned, what's this about the porn bombing or the something about porn on his stream or something that he accidentally streamed. Look, that's only the tip of the iceberg with Nick Fuentes. He is as gay as the day is long. And he's been saying over and over again how he doesn't like women. The idea of living with a woman, having sex with a woman, disgusts him. And look, that's fine. If you want to be gay, I don't care. I don't know Morgan's opinion about that or you in the chat, but that's okay by me. Okay. But, don't fucking, just come out and say it is what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I had no issue with fucking gay people. Well, no, that doesn't sound right. Hang on. I need to stop the profanity because that sounds like I have no issue with actually fucking gay people.
Only you thought that.
I know, yeah, right. To check myself. No, I've no issue with gay people. Like, I don't think it's good for culture and for it to be essentially promoted and exalted.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
But if someone's a homosexual, it's like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
okay, yeah, sure.
It makes no difference.
Not everyone has to have children. It's cool. Yeah. Go have fun.
Yeah, and,
enjoy your drugs and butt sex.
Don't buy them. Yeah, but I'm not going to condemn somebody completely because they're homosexual. It's silliness.
Do you attend the mass?
I do.
Do you go every Sunday?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, so you're like a committed Catholic. Then obviously, the perspectives on family. I mean, I personally, and this would be me lecturing, but I just feel like you really have no idea who you are until you start a family.
If someone said that to me, that would be the end of it. It's like, who the fuck do you think you are? You don't really know who you are until you have a family. Like, she's only started having a family recently as well, hasn't she? Like, it's not so long ago that she didn't have children at all. I think she fell in love with her husband. I got married after a month of being with this guy who's a multi-millionaire, apparently. But I don't like Candy. You could probably tell.
I love her.
I don't like
She
her.
reminds me of my wife, God rest her.
Oh God, Jesus, really? Holy fuck! I didn't know you were a fucking masochist. Like, yeah, no, like she's obviously intelligent, but I don't. There's something about her that just gets under my fucking skin, and it's probably because she's mouthy. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I'm sure a psychologist could dig into that for me. But I never really liked her. You can tell she's intelligent. But she's just she just gets my back up, and especially when she talks to people like this, like that. She knows Nick better than he knows himself, and you only fully understand what life is about when you have a family. And a lot of people who have kids say that to people, you know. I think I may have said it myself, like, but
you know what, though, right? Maybe there's a reason, there's a deeper reason for what she's saying, because Nick still lives with his mother.
Yeah, well, you know, many people fucking do. Like, just this.
I know, but like, yes, look, I'm not fucking judging people for living with their family. I have done for longer than is acceptable, but like, it's just a reality that there's just certain fucking jigsaw pieces that don't get clicked in a person's fucking emotional and just general overall life development until they're out of their homes and they're, having a family of their own or getting by themselves for a certain length of time.
Yeah, that's true. But with the family thing, like, and we know we're facing into a demographics fucking nightmare. But not everyone is meant to have a family, and I don't mean because you're homosexual or whatever. But if you're of a certain mentality and you're fully dedicated to a cause,
right,
you can't really have a family if you want it to be successful. You really fucking can't. Or if you do, you're essentially absent, which may be actually worse than not having a family to begin with, where you have this family, you're away fucking 98% of the time. Look at Charlie Kirk, like, so he put on this facade.
Yeah. Or Candace Owens. Come on. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and she's in the privileged position where, she now has this husband who is a multi-millionaire. So she doesn't have to fucking work again. For the average person, it's going to be a case of, oh Christ, well, the two of us need to work just to fucking pay the rent at the end of the month. But again, to be talking to Nick, who has, from what I can tell, dedicated his entire fucking life thus far to doing what he does. And if he does, suddenly have a family, like he's got 2 or 3 kids and he's married, it's over. To the same degree. He can't do it. Like, he can't, do a podcast whenever he wants, get on the mic at 2 or 3 o'clock in the fucking morning and whenever he gets on. He's done. Your life is done. It's over. And it is, like, I'll be honest with people, when you get married or when you have children, your whole life is gone. It doesn't mean it's like, you need to cry, my new life is terrible. It's not. It's just the old life is gone, and people seem to place no value on the old life. It's like, oh, well, that wasn't a real life because you didn't have kids and you didn't have this, therefore you were worth nothing. But no, some men and some women have to be fully dedicated to their mission in life. I think if Hitler had 8 kids, nothing would have got done. I think it was only for the fact that he had a girlfriend that he ultimately failed. But joking aside, some people, if it's going to be your life's work to be a great philosopher, a great author,
or think about a monarch, right? There's a certain, process of how it's done. A suitor from another noble family is just presented to you and say, yeah, okay, I'll marry that. That's okay. and then you procreate with them, and that your consort now has fucking wet nurses and all this stuff.
Yeah.
You don't need to deal with that. Or you're a monk. Not literally a vocational monk, but that's a class of person where that you're dedicated to God or some kind of study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the problem is now, like, there's no real places for those type of people now outside of the internet or the home. And anyway, we listen to Nick anyway, because I'll end up saying what he's already said himself.
Yeah.
And whether that means just marriage, some people who are struggling to have children, okay, fine. But there's such a growth that happens because of that I think it informs your beliefs in so many ways. And I think that was a huge turning point for me. Like, I wonder if I had been pressed with everything that happened last year, if I didn't have like the unshaken faith and my family, what would I have done? And sometimes when I see the things that you say, I do think, okay, he doesn't take into account family. Like, it's just Nick. Nick is in his own world, which can be, I think, a quite selfish perspective, which is fine. That's what you're saying. You like being selfish is another way to say what you just said. I like being selfish and I don't want
You see, this is why I don't like her.
Did he say I like being selfish though? Because neither of us looked at this interview, right?
I don't know, possibly. But even what's wrong with that? What's wrong with being fucking... Everyone's selfish.
Absolutely. But if it's gay man saying that, then it kind of takes on a different meaning, doesn't it?
Well, does it? Well, if he's gay, like, he's not going to have a family unless he purchases a fucking child or borrows one or whatever, like.
Yeah, but we're looking for honesty and accountability. Like, it was about a month ago, Candace Owens interviewed Milo Yiannopoulos, who is a recovering gay man, I guess, in the Catholic faith. And she was cool with him. It's like she wasn't like, why haven't you started a family yet?
Yeah, but I just like to explore, because, like I said, I don't know. I'll hold my hands up. I don't know a lot about Nick. I don't know if he is gay. Like, not everybody who doesn't want to get involved with women is gay or in denial. Just some people just don't want to be around women for whatever reason, or they have no interest in sex. Now, it may come to pass that, we find out, well, Nick is, a flaming homosexual, and he's into all sorts of sordid shit, But I just like to make the case for men out there who don't see the necessity to have or to get married and have children. Well, that's okay too, And think of the world we live in, where you can essentially dress up as a fucking cat or a dog, almost have sex with people in public and demand a parade for it. And like you get a pass, but like, God forbid, you just want to live a life dedicated to a particular cause and forgo the material world in relation to having a woman, having kids, and doing the normal thing that everybody else does. He shouldn't be shamed for it,
give of myself to somebody else. But
I also think there's something selfless involved, which is to say, I could go and start a family and drag them into a world of mine, which is pretty chaotic. I mean, is this really the kind of a lifestyle? If I'm banned on everything and I can't make a living, I'm banned from banking, I'm banned from credit card processing, I'm getting doxxed, people are showing up to my house trying to kill me, things like that. And what's more, I mean, let's also get, I also don't appreciate the lecture. You don't know me, so I know you're married, I know you're older than me, but you don't know me, you don't know my life, you don't know my situation. I don't think you're in a position to give me advice, especially as a woman, honestly. I don't think women... this is something in the right wing. We say we're anti-feminist, and then women go around telling men what to do who are not their husbands. And, I don't really buy into that ideologically, but that's besides the point. My life has been tumultuous from the very beginning.
Ah, shit, there was more to it that we...
Oh, fuck you, Brock.
Right.
Sorry about that, man.
Right, hang on. No, we're okay. We'll see if we can find the remainder.
The whole thing, yeah.
Yeah, but he's dead right to, you don't fucking know who he is. Like,
sure. It was a bit judgy. Yeah. And also, but the parasocial relationship thing, because you think if you watch X amount of minutes or hours of someone speaking online, you think that you know who they are, and then she's doing that projection thing, which is funny because I'm sure a lot of people projected upon her. I have toyed with sending her a super chat and saying, "You remind me of my dead wife," and that's not good. No.
Oh, that'll go down well with her, I'm sure. Like,
Yeah. No, I went through moments of being angry that she's married. I was trying to search last night because this was a last minute thing for me, and last minute for this show was literally the night before, right? So I was trying to find clips, but for some reason there's a dearth of clips for this kind of stuff. It's all kind of on the Kino Casino Clips channel, really, where they have found the right clips and analyzed them. Funny guys over there, by the way. And if you go and subscribe and like Kino Casino Clips channel, you will actually be supporting an Irishman because their editor is Irish. Anyway, I came across a stream of a guy who was ranking the gay moments of Nick Fuentes, and it lasted for 3 hours. This is how much evidence there is that he's a closeted gay man. And again, for the YouTube censors, I don't care if Nick is gay. I care that he's closeted, right? And he's pretending to be something else, but barely. Because like I said, he does come out on the show and say, I don't want anything to do with women. The idea disgusts me. Also, he can't even eat steak or any kind of meat because it makes him sick. How do you not feel like Superman after you eat a steak dinner? Like, how is that possible? Like, biologically, the man must have some fucking digestive issues going on.
yeah.
And,
Okay.
and he said, I like potato things and potato this, potato that, and sweet things. He's forever a child.
Okay. Well,
So
maybe this is a woman problem.
Hmm.
Not so much in the fact that he's gay, but that his mother has fucking ruined him. She's over mammied him.
Right. Yeah,
So,
like a Ed Gein kind of situation.
yeah. So maybe I watched that video. So he's saying that he doesn't like steak. He doesn't like meat at all because it makes him feel heavy. It gives him gas. It tastes too salty. Which is probably a sign that he's not gay because the gay guys like a bit of salt in their mouth. I've heard in passing. And he said he likes potatoes. He likes mashed potatoes, and he likes cheeses of all descriptions, especially soft cheeses. And sometimes,
I can. It's amazing, yeah.
And sometimes he'll have ice cream for dinner. So that's the diet of an 8-year-old child. Let's be honest. I'm not eating that. That tastes yucky. And you're right. How old is he now? He's 26, 27, something like that. Is it?
He's pushing fucking absolute late 30s, definitely 28,
right.
something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So I've heard him make the argument that he doesn't want to leave home because he doesn't have enough money. He wants to make sure he has enough of a nest egg before he actually leaves the house, his mother's house. I don't know what kind of house his mother has, but obviously for him,
yeah,
financially it would make more sense. You could forgive it if, say, he was earning 30 grand a year, and if he was to move out and get an apartment, it would be a shitty apartment. Most of his rent is gone, but that's not the case.
Yeah,
with Nick, so he has the money to move out by right. He should move out, but
yeah.
In his fairness, it's probably got to be fucking scary because people have showed up at his house to try and kill him.
I mean, not even. I mean, not even really. I mean, there was an old lady who came to his front door.
Hi. Oh my God! What are you doing?
No, I heard some guy turned up at his house with a gun. I can't say it for
Well,
definite.
and you know, like that's another problem. Is that why doesn't he move out then? You know, because it's good, you know, it's like a lol cow now, where he's just attracting bad juju to his family.
Well, I don't know. There could be many reasons, like, and it's a big thing
Mm.
to move out as well. Like, but I don't know. Maybe, like you said, maybe his mother's fucking ruined him. Like, so maybe she's essentially handicapped him, where she doesn't want him to move out. I don't know if he has a father, so
Mm.
maybe he's fatherless. That she's essentially mammied him too much, incapacitated him, and he has become her substitute husband. So here's Nick, who's bringing all this money in, and it's not like women have tremendous influence over men. Mothers have tremendous influence over their sons. Like, and you can be lucky and get a good mother. You can be unlucky and get a good mother who thinks that they're doing the best for their children, but by smothering them, they essentially handicap them in
Yeah.
in future life. Like, but it is unusual in the extreme for somebody to have that level of wealth. I don't know how much, but he has to have some fucking serious amount of money. I don't know. Do you know?
Yeah.
Would he be considered wealthy, or is he just prominent and
Oh,
not
oh
wealthy?
yeah, no. He was pretty successful online, and there's a lot of money that comes in because of that. Like, he is minted. You know how you can kind of tell the size and quality of a house by like the front door.
Yeah.
You know that's that. When I saw the footage of that old lady who knocked on his door
All right.
and
Yeah.
then was pushed by her. Yeah, it looked like, one of those faux, like Georgian style houses, or, that kind of like, what is it, like red brick and,
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
fancy shit. Yeah.
yeah, very
So,
American kind of well-to-do, almost
yeah,
mansion type house. Yeah.
yeah, exactly what you have in mind. So, it's got a nice long drive kind of thing.
Mm.
That kind of situation, I just don't see why, he wouldn't be loaded in that situation. However, lately, let's say prior to him going on Sam Hyde show, Tucker Carlson, all the rest of them, he was, kicked off of the social media platforms. He made his own called Cozy TV or something,
Mm.
where he would stream from, and he'd get an inflow of cash that was reasonable to survive on. But would it be enough to pay the taxes that are accrued by, when you build yourself up to a certain height, then your liability increases because you have a bigger house, you have more expensive things, and those things need to be maintained, taxes need to be paid, etc. So, maybe he's feeling the pinch, but maybe now that he's making a comeback, it's different.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm just asking Grocker his
Yeah.
net worth. So, based on recent analyses, Fuentes' net worth is almost consistently placed in the 1 million to 2 million range. This reflects his ability to monetize a niche. Okay, blah. Yeah, so that's more than enough.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, to get a decent house and be mortgage free with it as well, which would be a fucking rarity, So let's say he is gay. He
All
comes
right.
out as gay. What happens to Nick Fuentes? Does he have a stance on homosexuality? Is that part of his
Well,
shtick?
he's Catholic,
Okay.
so
Well, that
that
wouldn't be unusual.
answers. well, I mean, no, he's
So he can't. So if he comes out,
revivalist. Yeah.
yeah, if he comes out as gay, he's done essentially. Like, it's his fan base will desert him. He's going to be known as a fucking hypocrite. So only the most ardent fans will stick by him. He will become an open joke. He will actually become probably the biggest lol cow on the internet if he goes, okay, well, actually, guys, I am a flaming
Yeah.
homosexual. And then it's like, okay, career over, cast to the wilderness. He essentially becomes Milo, and it ends up appearing in Sam Hyde's fish tank as a contestant or something like that. Like, so, yeah. I don't know. I can't find the rest of that Candice clip. Is probably not that important anyway. But he just goes on to defend himself that given his circumstances, that he is fucking hated. There are so many people who would not like to kill him, would cause him serious harm, that he doesn't want to bring that to a family. It's very difficult for him to find a partner. He can't go on to Grinder or some other, or no, Grinder's the K one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Sorry. What's the straight one?
Tinder.
Tinder or some dating site, and put himself out there because it's like, oh, there's Nick Fuentes. People will fuck with him. He doesn't know who he's going to meet. He's essentially a hate figure. He's known as a Nazi, an anti-Semite. So it's very difficult for him to find someone who will, one, be interested in him, two, who he can actually trust, and then to bring a family into that situation would be another question. I don't know. I'd imagine he has some sort of security at his house with his mother, but that could easily be transferred to, if he has his own house, well, then he could have a security then. But he also says he's a particularly lonely guy, that he, has no friends. He's been shat on numerous times. Anytime he's had a relationship with somebody, it's they turn out to stab him in the back. Now, we don't know how true that fucking is.
You know that actually, I have to hold you up on that. It has been pointed out that he has stabbed almost everyone in the back at some stage. You know what? Next week, I'm going to bring receipts. We're going to do a half hour on Fuentes. Next week, I will bullet point all of the people that he's fucked, including Ireland's very own, what do you call that fucking Ponce from Dublin?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Fuck.
Don't tell me if you get it, because I want to get it. It's on the tip of my fucking tongue. Oh, Christ, you absolute swine. I hate this. Normally takes 15 minutes before it materializes in my mind. I have it.
Oh.
Gee, have you got it?
Nope.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. So, first name, part of the body. Second name, where you would bury a body.
What?
His first name.
Oh, why are we playing this?
because we're doing Nick. This is what would happen in Nick's house. Like, these are party games in Nick's house. And I have loads of kids, so this is how I get them to entertain myself and the children.
Okay.
So, his first name sounds like part of the body. You have two of these.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And his second name sounds like a place where you would actually bury a body. So there's only so many parts of your body that you have two of. This is if it's the person I'm thinking of. It might not be the person.
Maybe it's not. But also, you're asking me to employ two parts of my brain, like two different ways of thinking, and they're not going to make sense together.
Okay, so you have two hands.
All right.
What else have you got two of?
Balls.
No.
Eyes.
You walk on them.
Feet.
Yeah. So his first name sounds like feet.
What?
It's probably not the guy. I'm gonna say, are you thinking of Keith Woods? No.
Oh, Keith. What? No, that's not how rhymes work.
Keith and feet. Come on, man. How do Keith and feet not work? Not
all
rhyme.
Right. Keith Woods. On. Oh my God, you buried.
Fucking hell.
All right, yeah, he stabbed Keith Woods in the back. Not that it was hard to fucking stab that guy in the back because of his, love affair with a balloon creature.
I don't know any of this. Oh, that thing, yeah. The e-girl or whatever they're called.
But like, he's lonely because he's a dickhead, right? You know, as Carl from WATP says, if everyone you meet is an asshole, then that's a sure sign that you are the asshole.
Yeah, maybe. I
You
don't know. We'll see. So yeah, we'll revisit it in a week because I don't know much about Nick at all. I do know he's loathed or loathe. Again, some of his rhetoric is a bit off. But I think
he is a great speaker, though. When
without
he's
a
on
fucking
fire, he's on fire.
shadow of a doubt. I've never heard anybody who can talk for that long without umming or ahhing and doesn't miss a beat. A lot of it, again, I don't think reads from a script. It's just kind of off the top of his head. And there's danger in that as well, because as we know, once somebody starts talking off the top of their head, well, then eventually all the dirt starts spilling out eventually. So yeah, you're much more well versed than Nick, so you may well be right. I'm not saying he's not any of that, but I'm just not aware of it. So yeah, it'd be a good idea. Revisit it, gather some material, make
do in the future.
Make a case, and then we'll have a poll, a dreaded poll.